We're here at home plate of the main diamond at Softball SA Diamond Sports. I'm here with James and we are about to get this game underway. James, tell us a little bit about what we're about to watch.
Today we've got South Australia's best women's team, the SA Starz, versus against the Adelaide Shores All-Stars, made up of teams of players from teams around the Adelaide competition, former Starz players. We've got an international pitcher and youth Australian squad members.
So what we're looking at here is basically the best of Softball SA clashing up against each other before the Stars head off for the national competition.
Yep, sure is. We've Gillies Shield Championships less than a month away, where the Stars will participate in the Open Women's National Championship, and the All-Stars team will definitely give our Stars a run for the money.
Now, what are some of the specific players that we should be really looking out for today?
Both teams have got international pitchers. Monica Perry is played professionally in Italy. She was a collegiate player, and she's also pitches for Sturt for the last 3 years. She is one of the guns of the competition, up against Chelsea Cohen, who's also played professionally in Italy, was a collegiate player herself, and pitches for the Walkerville side in the Adelaide competition. We've got Aussie squad members in both teams as well, so we've got a myriad of talent in both teams.
No worries, thank you very much. We're about to get underway as the teams are warming up behind us. Stay tuned.
It's Friday night on 44, and here we are at Softball SA in West Beach for an all-star game between the SA Starz and the Adelaide Shores All-Stars. We're going to jump right into the action here. The Stars are up to bat, and it's Ada Brinkett-Tree, a Sturt player here in the local competition, leading it off for the Stars, which is the state team. I'm joined in the commentary box here by James Harris, our color commentary extraordinaire. Also, the what's your official capacity, James? The president, the CEO of Softball SA. Executive officer of Softball SA. James, thanks for joining us today.
No worries.
As Ada Brinkett-Tree settles in. Chelsea Cohen dealing here as this is bunted down the third base line, but this goes foul. It's a big, important evening or afternoon today here, James, as both the teams trying to do a bit of fundraising to get them on the road to these state championships they're going to.
National championships, Eric, these two teams were put together. The Stars are, of course, our Open Women's team. All Stars are made up of players from the Adelaide competition, the under-19 state team and the under-17 state team.
Goes in for a ball, so the count's 1-1. Now, a bit of a quirk of this competition here. We've got runners starting on first base every inning. So what came about this decision here?
Well, it's an exhibition game, and the coaches agreed to put game situations into play immediately.
And this is bunted right to Chelsea Cohen. She guns this over to first, and that is she's going to reach safely, just barely there. The throw is just a little bit high. You can see her just land just after Ada touches the bag. So runner on first and second, real challenge here.
Terrific call by first base umpire Greg Rossack there.
So it's going to be a good opportunity for both these teams to learn a little bit about each other and figure out and put themselves into some game situations ahead of the big tournament. This is bunted hard down the line. Cohen's going to have no problem with throwing this out at first, but advances a runner to second and third. So we're going to have runners in scoring position here with only one out here, and can't get that double play ball either.
Yeah, we've got Sarah Tonkin running on third base for the Stars. She's the DP of the team today. Ada Brinkett-Tree in scoring position on second.
So a big opportunity here to get going.
This is Chelsea Robinson, Walkerville catcher and shortstop.
So Robinson, who's had some pretty good defensive games as of late as well, too, in the local competition, earning a place on the state team here. She's trying to drive home the first runs of the game, and she makes contact with this one. This is going to be flying out into center. Caught by Hopkins. She's going to relay this in, but not in time. A runner will score off the tag, and just like that, the Stars have struck first. It's 1-0.
Coach Hansen will be really happy with that. 2 sacrifices. Oh, we've got the runners left early.
Oh, no. So she's going to be called back, so no run's going to score on this one, and that'll be the final out as they'll just step on third base. And how's that for a bit of a strange ending to start this one?
Just as I was praising the runner, she's left the base early, and that was the third out.
So Bottom of the first here, we've got the All-Stars, the state competition All-Stars here, up to bat here. Now, a bit of a collection of a lot of young players here, James.
Yeah, every player that's in this lineup is either been a former Starz player, a current Aussie squad member, an outstanding young junior state player, and we've got an international in Chelsea Cohen who pitched that first inning against the Starz.
And the first bat here is a bunt just behind the plate.
This one is Amber Hood from Mount Gambier, current Australian under-19 squad member.
So we've got a runner on first, Amber Hood at the plate here. Now, coming all the way from Mount Gambier, it's got to be a bit of a trek for the Hood family to get down here.
The Hood family travel together. Their mum, Tanya's the under-17 coach. George is in the under-17 and under-19 team.
Squares up to bunt, but that's going to be an easy play. And Belle White, who's just so solid behind the plate, just has to stand up and catch that. That's an easy scoop for the first out there.
Yeah, we're pretty blessed to have Belle playing in our competition here in South Australia. She's one of the best in the world.
Yep, and she's represented Australia. She's played overseas. She's done a little bit of everything here. So good start here as a runner's on first and one out in a scoreless ball game right now.
Pitching for the Starz, another international. That's Monica Perry. Has dominated the Adelaide competition for the last couple of years.
And it's a strike one right here. She actually had a no-hitter a couple weeks ago now in one of her first games back from returning to Adelaide here. So Sturt definitely one of the teams to watch. 1-0 count, and Monica just blasts this right over the plate. She is good, isn't she?
Very impressive. Jamie Mead up to bat. She's no slouch herself. Australian under-19 squad member and recently returned from Hawaii with the Australian schoolgirls team.
So Jamie Mead, just one of I think 5 under-19 players on this all-star team here. This is out for a ball. They try to check the runner down at first. They'll keep her there. So we've still got 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the first inning. Monica Perry, probably the star in the competition. She's faced all these batters before. They've all faced each other, but a bit of a different collection of talent here, as this is a swing on the miss on the outside, and we might see a few of those today. Monica Perry gets Mead swinging, and we're down to 2 outs.
That brings up to bat Sophie Hoyle. She's a former Starz player herself and Glenelg third baser. We tried to get each of the teams from the Adelaide competition involved in this game, and she is Glenelg's representative.
So Hoyle will stand in here at the dish, swatting away the flies. It can get hot down here at West Beach. It's a beautiful facility and seems to be getting better each and every week we're down here. She'll take the first pitch for a ball. Runner on first, though. If she can get on base, you never know what can happen, but it's going to be tough to string together consecutive hits with only 1 out to spare here against someone like Monica Perry. And Perry winds for the pitch. She zips it in here, and she just swings right through that. And she's going to try to gut her down at second, and she is easily out. A little bit of an ambitious effort, and Belle White shows off the arm, and that's going to end the inning. After 1, we're tied at 0.
Yeah, Coach Tomlinson obviously putting on a play there, but didn't pull off.
So we're back here with a runner beginning on second base for this one here. So what are they doing here, James? Just trying to adjust to different kind of situations they might see in the tournament.
Yep, of course. Having runners in situational plays, the defense will have to adjust, and it might mean a different play from the batting team. Chelsea Robinson, last out of the last inning, will start on second base in this one.
And Chelsea Robinson can run as well, too. We've seen that in the local competition. Belle White can hit. We've seen that plenty of times. She can hit it all around the park here. She's started off 1-0 here, and she's going to try to running bunt here, but this goes just behind the backstop there. It's a 1-1 count. You'd think that just a little gapper is going to score Robinson with the wheels that she's got as well, too.
Chelsea's an extremely talented athlete, Australian under-19 representative at the last Junior World Championships, and has slotted straight into this Starz team.
So the Adelaide Shores All-Star led by Chelsea Cohen on the bump here, and White hits this hard. You can see the power on that one as that rattles off the cage and into the outfield there. She can swing it pretty well, and she is definitely one of the ones to watch. Probably the best Australian player right now we've got going in SA, or are there a few other up there?
In SA, without a doubt. She's a standout with Sturt in the Adelaide competition, and she's got a number of South Australian MVP awards for national championships as well.
She's going to swing at this one as well. Good job battling off some tough pitches here from Chelsea Cohen. Chelsea Cohen's one of the better pitchers as well, too, and she's on one of the sides that's had a pretty good opening half to the season this year in the local competition.
Walkerville's sitting comfortably on top of the ladder coming into Christmas. And no doubt about it, she is not only strong on the plate, but she's also strong with the bat as well.
Do you have a feeling that later on down the track it could be a Chelsea Cohen versus Belinda White showdown, maybe in a grand final or a preliminary final? This could be that matchup as she swings at this one. She doesn't look too happy with it. It's right back to